Tim, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. We're on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, all Marist fans, friends, family, and especially alumni around the state, the nation, and the world. Welcome to another web broadcast of Marist War Eagle football on ghsa.tv/Marist. I am Phil Etheridge, along with JV coach Tim Perez as our special commentator tonight. And we are here at North DeKalb Stadium, just a couple of miles from the Marist campus, to play our neighbor school, the Chamblee High School Bulldogs. And this contest is for the Region 6 Quad A Division A Championship. Chamblee is undefeated with an 8-0 record, but is unranked in the state polls, while Marist is 7-1 overall, but undefeated in the region and is ranked number 2 in the state. There is no doubt that the War Eagles played a tougher non-region schedule. And in comparing scores against the same 4 regional opponents, Chamblee scored a total of 119 points and gave up 29, while Marist scored 140 points and gave up 22. I don't know that that means a whole lot, but that's what the scores indicate. This game, however, the records from the scores and the wins will not determine the outcome. This game means a playoff bid for the Division A champions of Region 6 Quad A, and both teams have been playing for this game since August. Chamblee is DeKalb County's 4th leading rushing team with a 204.7 yard average per game. And Desmond Reed is one of the leading rushers in the county. The quarterback, Jordan Branch, threw for 4 touchdowns last week in the Bulldogs' win over Lithonia. So they do present a balanced attack that will test the defense of the War Eagles. Marist, as most of you know, is led by quarterback Miles Willis and halfback Gray King, and on defense by linebacker Jason Morris. But the entire team of War Eagles are going to have to play well and avoid mistakes to prevail against these undefeated Bulldogs. It promises to be a heck of a game. Coach Perez, what do you think we need to look for tonight in this contest with the War Eagles and the Bulldogs?
Well, as always, when you come out to watch Marist, it's going to be about the rushing attack. And, we're just going to have to see. I believe Chamblee is trying to run somewhat of an option offense as well. And I think the game's going to be one up front, the front 7, so both sides of the ball. And it's going to be a grind them out, rock 'em, sock 'em type ball game, which I think plays to our favor.
Right. Well, again, I think Marist is favored in this game, but it's kind of hard to tell because, the common opponents, you have a good night or you don't, and the other teams that they played really were not comparable. I mean, Chamblee played no one like Thomas County Central, that's for sure. And the region is not real strong, so we're just going to have to see how this plays out. I'm trying to get the captains for tonight. One of them is Stephen Wallace for Marist, number 66. And it looks like Devin Khalil, I believe. I can't tell whether that's 29 or 28. Chamblee won the toss in any event and is going to defer to the second half.
Patrick Anhut, I believe, is one of the captains.
Okay. And it looks like Derek Brown, maybe, number 50. I think that's right. So Marist will accept the kickoff to start the game. Chamblee keeps their preference for the beginning of the second half. And we are just about underway. We have got a very nice night for football. It's cooled off a little bit in Atlanta in the last couple days, but right now it's just about perfect. I don't know what the temperature is. It's got to be high 60s, maybe low 70s, and it'll probably drop since the sun has gone down, but there's no wind to speak of. We haven't had any rain in a while, so the field ought to be in very good shape. This ought to be a heck of a game, Tim.
I think we're in for a good one.
Both teams are on the field. Marist kick return team is over there talking to the coaches on the field. Coach Dan Perez is out there. You know him, don't you, Tim?
Yeah, yep. We go way back.
And Marist will drop back Gray King and Griffin King. And they'll be standing, it looks like, in between the goal line and the 5-yard line, indicating Shambley's kicker must be pretty decent. And let's see who's going to tee it up for the Bulldogs. Looks like 24, Arthur Gilmore, is going to do the kicking for Chamblee. And we are just about underway for the Division A 6 Quad A Championship. The winner of this game goes immediately into the playoffs. The loser will have to play again against the loser, I believe, of the Carver-Grady game, which is playing for the championship of Division B in 6 Quad A.
Correct.
And
the winners play for first and second seeds, and then the 2 losers will play for third and fourth.
Okay.
Excellent.
And we are waiting for the referee's signal. The King brothers are deep, and we are just about to get underway. The clock is ticking down, and it's at 00, so I think we are ready. And now they'll have to put some time on the clock before we won't be ready. And they haven't reset the clock yet. Maybe that's what we're waiting for. Now we're going. And the referee gives a signal. And we are ready to go. Gilmore comes up and puts his foot in. It is. It's a good kick. High and deep. Taken by Gray King on about the 4. He's at the 10, the 15. He's got a little seam. He's hit. He spins off. That was Griffin King, excuse me. And he gets out across the 31-yard line. So Marist will put it in play at their own 31 to start the ball game. Miles Willis is the quarterback. Marcus Miller and Gray King are your halfbacks, and Griffin King is your fullback. And that's Marcus Miller in motion. And give it to Griffin King right up the middle. He gets about 9 yards. He stopped at the 40-yard line. Nice run there by Griffin. Second and 1 at the 40-yard line for Marist. Good 9-yard gain right off the bat, right up the gut, as you said, Tim.
Well,
Brandon Young splits out to the right now. And that's Marcus Miller in motion. And give it to Griffin again. He's got another hold. Got about 3 or 4 before he's hit and knocked back. Number 50, it looked like on the tackle there, Kristen Koichev.
Offensive line's getting excellent knockoff here in his first 2 plays, and that's a good sign.
Yeah, counts for the first down at the 44. First and 10 Marist at their own 44. This time Marist splits 2 receivers out wide to the right. Marcus Miller in motion again. Gives it to Griffin King again. He's up the middle again, and he gets another 4 or 5 yards. Make it 6.
So much of this offense is just not getting behind the chains, and we're in good position here, 2nd and 4 or 5, and that's what you just want to stay on schedule.
Right. Well, Griffin King's carried the ball each time so far and picked up about 18 yards. Second and about 4, maybe 5. And there's a flag. Let's see, somebody move or somebody line up in the neutral zone. What's going on here?
Looks that way.
Looks like it was us. We're retreating.
No, it's on Chamblee.
Well, no. No, they're calling it against the Bulldogs. We were moving back like it was against us, I thought. That's going to be a first down on the penalty for Marist across the 50 to the Bulldog 45. So 1st and 10 Marist, this time in Shambley territory at the 45-yard line. Miles fakes it and keeps it. Midline runs up, gets down to the 40. Pick up of another good 5 yards. Second and 5.
Gosh, what a perfect night.
Isn't it? Great. Evan Weir comes in with the play from the sidelines.
Oh my goodness.
Miles fakes it, keeps it, but he's thrown for a loss. That's the best defensive play Chamblee's made by a long shot. They shot the gap there, and Devin Bellamy came in and threw him for a loss of a couple. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down now and make it 7 to go for the first down. Got to get down to the 35. Ball's on the 42.
Probably thinking,
And
2 downs is,
And
probably
Marist takes a timeout here. Go ahead, Tim. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying we're probably thinking 2 downs to get this first down, and we're probably a little too close to be punting it, but we'll see what they got, how they're thinking.
Right. Well, they're talking about it. I mean, they must have thought the same thing. What are we going to do here? They're over there talking to the offensive coaches. Referee marks the ball ready for play. Marist comes back on the field. Let's see what they run here. Got 3rd down, 7 to go for the first. At the Bulldog 42. Put a man in motion. Miles wants to throw. He does throw.
Nice.
Got a man out there, and a nice catch by Gray. And it's a first down inside the 25-yard line. They're going to mark it down to the 23. Nice little rollout pass there.
A little trail route. And Lyles put it right on the button. Pitch and catch.
They're going to put it at the 24-yard line, but it's a first down Marist. Nice third down play there. 1st and 10. Full house backfield this time for Marist. Tight ends on the right. Gives the second man, that's Gray King. He gets inside the 20, dragging a man with him. Gets inside the 20 to about the 18. Stopped by Fambro on that, and he lost his helmet, so he's got to come out for a play.
That was our good old belly play, and that's always one of the prettiest plays in football.
And it's a staple, isn't it?
It is.
Second down, about 4. That's Gray King in motion. It's a fake, a pitch to him. He wants to throw it. He's got a man open. He's out there. And Patrick Anhut catches for a touchdown. Marist. Nice play, nice read, nice pass, and a nice catch. Good start. 7:10 to go in the first quarter. Marist jumps out to a 6-0 lead with the point coming.
Chamblee literally has 10 people up on the line of scrimmage, and they're just daring us to throw it. So
yeah, if they're going to dare us, we're going to do it.
I guess.
Brandon Young is your holder. Thomas Andrews ready to try the extra point. It's a good snap. It's down. Kick is up. And it's good. 7-0 Marist. 7:10 to go in the first quarter. A nice start.
Beautiful start.
Eight-play drive there. Covered 69 yards. With the final 18 of it coming on a pass from Miles Willis to Patrick Anhunt. Very nice.
And now we get to turn it over to our defense, which has been phenomenal this year. As good as we've had.
Yep.
And so things are looking good.
Yeah, the defense has really played well. I could not agree with you more. Shambley drops one man deep in the middle. That's Quincy Wofford. And then another man, now he's moving over to the side, and they drop another man back deep with him. And can't read his number. I think that's 18. Cornelius Gamphy. And there's a kick.
Yep.
And it's caught on about the 2-yard line. He's trying to come across.
Clip. You got a clip.
There's a penalty back there.
It's coming back. It'll be coming back.
He's coming up the sideline. He's making people miss, and he finally gets tackled and thrown out of bounds
There's
at about the 48-yard line.
There's a flag way back at the 5.
By Nick Carrier, but there was a clear block in the back on about the 5-yard line. So that all's coming back. So due to that, Chamblee's going to start deep in their own territory. The flag is sitting right on the 5-yard line, so I guess that'll be half the distance, and they'll put it on the 2.5, right?
Correct.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Chamblee, call it the 2. Put a man in motion. Give it to their fullback, and he is hit. And maybe got a yard, but that's about all. That was Desmond Reed. He's their big man. Give him a yard to the 3-yard line.
Well, Chamblee's running the offense that we see every day since August, and I think we're going to be ready for it.
Second down, about 9 to go. Quarterback keeps it, fakes it to the fullback, and gets out across the 10 to maybe the 11. That's Isaac Mitchell running the quarterback now. Not Jordan Branch. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 yards to go for a first. He faked it to his fullback that time and kept it. It was a nice fake, and a lot of the War Eagles bit on that fake, and that gave him about 7 yards. Third down. There's a pitch going around the edge. He's trying to turn the corner. He does turn the corner, and he gets the first down before he's tackled over there. Brandon Young made the stop with some help from Michael Toner, I believe it was, but he gets the first down out to about the 18-yard line. Pickup of about 8 on that.
And that definitely gets Shambley out of the hole. And
First and 10, Chamblee on the 18. And now we get Jordan Branch coming into the game at quarterback. First and 10 Bulldogs. They trail 7-0 in the first quarter. He wants to throw it. He does. It's tipped up. It was intended over there for number 19, Timothy Favors, and broken up on a nice play by a Marist defender coming in and tipping that ball away. And I didn't see who that was. I'm sorry. But it was a good play. We'll give him credit.
Yeah.
They'll find it in the film room, right?
Right.
He'll get credit for it, even though we can't give it to him. Second and 10 at the 18. And just fullback up the middle. He runs over 2 or 3 guys. He's still going. Oh, and Marist took the ball right away from him. I think we got it. Let's see. That was Gray King that took the ball. Let's see if they're going to call him down.
They're calling him down.
He was still running when they took the ball. The coaches next to us are not pleased with that. But they're not going to give it to Marist, even though we took the ball while he was running. They're going to say it's a first down Chamblee. Out to the 33-yard line. Pickup of about 15 yards on that. First and 10. Fullback up the middle again. He spins off a tackler. And he's brought down finally by Brandon Young, I believe.
A solid tackle by Brandon.
The ball carrier there was Chris Cullins. But a nice gain out to the 40. Pickup of about 7 yards. Second down about 3. Chamblee's moving the ball, coming off of their 2-yard line now. He wants to throw. He does throw. He's got a man wide over there, and he completes it to him. And Grant Harrell brings him down, but not until he gets the first down at the Marist 40, call it the 43-yard line. Faked the run coming this way, Tim, and then he just turned around and threw it back across the field for a nice completion. First down. Coming this way. Nobody's out here. One man misses, another man misses. He's finally pushed out of bounds, but he gets all the way down to the 27-yard line, call it. Another nice gain by Shambley.
They're definitely in a rhythm right now, and we're having troubles getting them out of it.
Pickup of about 15 yards on that. First down on the Marist 27. Jordan Branch is the quarterback. He keeps it. He makes one man miss. He faked the pitch and he backed off. He kept it himself and got another 10 yards. It looks like he's got a first down. Devin Khalil on the stop. Is it going to be a first or?
Just shy.
Just shy of the first down. Ball spotted, call it the 19.
Where they may take a shot downfield on this.
Yeah, with second and less than a yard.
But
full house backfield. Nope, they give it to their fullback, who gets in there and gets the first down. Nick Carrier was on the bottom of that pile, but Desmond Reed was the ball carrier, and he picked up about, give him almost 5. Well, no, give him about 3. It's just outside the 15. Call it the 15. First and 10 at the Marist 15.
See if we can bow our necks right here.
First and 10. Call it the 16-yard line. Branch is under center.
Delay a game, I believe.
Yep, it was thrown by that back judge. It probably is. It's going to cost them 5. Move it out to the 21-yard line. First and 15 now from the Marist 21. Branch comes over to the sideline and gets the play from the coaches. Desmond Reed is the fullback. Branch is center. The quarterback under center. 2 receivers split wide to the right. Gives it to Reed, and he is hit immediately and dropped. He may have gotten to the line of scrimmage, but if he did, that's about all. Kendall Baker, one of the big men that stopped him on that.
The snap looked funny on that. It was almost as if the center snapped it early and no one really moved. So
they'll give him a half a yard on that. So it's going to be second and about 14, call it. Tight formation this time. Man in motion. They give it to him, trying to get around wide. He's got some speed. He does turn the corner. He's tripped up and falls forward, but he's got the first down.
It's close.
Well, yeah, it's going to be real close.
Just shy, I believe.
You're right. It's going to be about a yard short. That kid's got some speed out there, Tim. He turned that corner and nobody laid a hand on him until he'd gotten about 5-6 yards downfield, and then he was able to make a couple people miss and got down, call it the 7.
Well, they definitely do have some athletes out there on the perimeter. And
third down, 1 yard to go for the first down, 7 yards to go for the touchdown. Full house backfield. They moved. That's going to be another 5 yards. That
helps.
Boy. Going to take it back to about the 12, I think.
It's a big play right there.
So now we got a third down and about 6.
Looks like the quarter is going to.
Yeah, clock's running. 7 seconds to go in the
take
quarter.
Take it to the other end here.
And that is going to end the quarter, with Shambley having a third and about 6 to go for the first down at the Marist 12-yard line. And at the end of the quarter, the score, Marist 7, Chamblee nothing. But Chamblee has had the ball and run. $11 plays in this drive, and they've moved off of their 2-yard line, 2.5-yard line, all the way down to the Marist 12. So they have had a ball control offense on this drive at least. Marist has been unable to stop them.
And the whole quarter, there were 2 possessions.
That's
and
exactly.
And the second one's not even done yet. So we're going into the second quarter and only having had the ball once.
That's exactly right.
So, but this is needless to say, a huge play in the drive, and maybe we can get them to a field goal attempt here.
And they have been moving the ball in nice little chunks. I mean, they haven't had any big, huge play that killed us. They had a couple of pretty good runs of 15. They had that good pass of about 15 or 25 yards,
right.
But they've been running it nicely. They made a couple yards up the middle with the big fullback running over people, and then they've gone around on the corner a couple times.
Little jet sweep there.
So at the end of one, it's Marist 7, Chamblee nothing, but Chamblee is absolutely threatening. They're on the 12-yard line with 3rd down and 6 to go after that penalty. Chamblee still on the sidelines getting instructions from the coach. Referee has not marked the ball ready for play yet, so they got plenty of time.
It'll be interesting to see if we come with some pressure on this side. You'd think it's a passing down, but heck, the way they've been running it.
Yeah. You got 2 receivers over here wide to the right. Branch is under center. He's going to the other side.
Speed option.
Pitch to the big fullback trying to get around the corner, and he is tackled by Michael Toner out there on Desmond Reed, and he lost his helmet, so he's got to come out. And he lost a couple yards, I believe, at least 1. They're going to move it back to the 14. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
Big stop. Big stop.
Big stop is right. That's their big back, and Michael Toner came in and got him right around the ankles and dropped him. And it's going to be an attempt at field goal, spotted on about the 28 or 29. It's a good snap.
Got it.
And it's blocked by Marist. That was Brandon Young. Brandon Young came in and blocked it. Nice block of that field goal, and Marist takes over at the 23-yard line. He just came in. I don't know how he got by there either, because he was practically in his lap.
Right. And I was watching the kicker warm up before the game, and I just felt like he's a little slow to the ball, and definitely, looked a little. That helped us, but what a disheartening play for Chamblee.
Marist takes over at the 23 after that blocked field goal. They give it to Griffin King, who gets out across the 25, about 3 hard-earned yards.
And that, a lot of people look at that play and think it's not a very good play, but in this offense, we're right on schedule.
Yeah, well, you make 3 or 4 yards a crack, that's all we want, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that's perfect.
You do the math.
That's right. 2nd down, about 6. Short 7, long 6. Miles Willis under center. He
there
keeps
you go.
it. It's a pitch outside, and Gray King spins off, and he is gone. No, he's not gone. He's dragged down at the 50-yard line.
He darn near was gone.
He sure was. He was sure very close to it. So 1st down Marist at the 50. That was a late pitch, but it was a good pitch. And then Gray King took it and made it count. 1st and 10 Marist at the 50. Pickup of 23 yards on that play. Patrick Anhunt split wide out to the right. Tight end is on your left. That's Marcus Miller in motion, and Miles dropped the snap and had to fall on it for a loss of about 3.
That's the one thing in this offense that you just can't afford, losses or penalties, and it just makes it tough.
Yep. And he never got that. I don't know whether he was pulling out a little fast, or the center didn't get the ball back there, but he never had that at all.
Right.
So that's going to be second and make it about 12 now. Marcus Miller goes in motion. Miles wants to throw. He's rolling to his right. He got it right there, and it's caught, and it looks like it's going to be a first down. Well, where are they going to spot it? That was completed to Evan Weir, and it's going to be right on the 40-yard line. That's going to be a first down.
It is. I thought Miles had the option of running it as well there, but he put it right on the numbers.
Evan caught it on the ground, but he was right there, and it was just enough for the first down. He knew his distance. He got it. Second man through. And who was that? Nick Carrier?
That's Nick Carrier.
About 8 yards on that, down to the 32-yard line.
Run in the belly.
Second and 2. Marist is going very quickly now. Kind of hurry up offense. Second and 2 at the 32. Now Miles
forces Shambley into a timeout.
Yep. And that's their first timeout. Well, it's interesting. They're over there huddling up, and they got Coach Perez is talking to the line with Coach Chadwick. Coach Etheridge has got the backs around him, and they hadn't said much of anything. They call the play over there, and now they come out. Second and 2. Miles keeps it. He tries to come around the side, and he is caught and tackled by a nice play by number 2, Rozier.
Still a gain of 1.
Yeah, they gave him a yard, didn't they?
Yeah, when you're in second and 2, that's not such a bad play.
He got half of it. So it brings up third down. 1 yard to go. Got to get to the 30-yard line for the first. Full house backfield. Looking at about a 6-man line.
The belly, it looks like. There's the belly.
And we got the first down. Although it looked like Griffin King had a huge gap there. He could have gone 10, 20 yards. As it was, the second man through, got the first down to the 28.
Well,
first and 10.
Yeah, this drive, it's going to hopefully do 2 things. Get us up by 2 scores and not give them the ball back with much time.
Exactly. Receivers split wide to each side of the field now. Marcus Miller goes in motion. He gives it to Griffin King, who hits in there. He had a good knockoff at the immediate line of scrimmage and gets about 4 yards to the 25 before he stopped. They're going to put it just outside the 25-yard line, but call it the 25, so a gain of 3. Second down, about 7 to go. Man in motion. There's a pitch to him. Makes one man miss, but they were reading that all the way. They met him in the backfield. He was lucky to get to the 30-yard line on that. That could have been a disaster. As it is, he lost about 5. So 3rd and long now. About 11. They got to get inside the 20-yard line. They got to get to about the 19 for the first. Patrick Anhunt comes in with the play.
And they may be just looking to pick up 5 or 6 and set up a field goal. So
they split 3 men out to the right, 1 to the left. Miles is in shotgun. He's got Griffin King standing with him, and I think Marist is going to take a timeout. Yep.
This is what frustrates the coaching staff when we get behind the chains. It just makes it tough.
Yep.
And so, but all in all, I think things are going quite nicely so far.
Yep, no complaints. You got a 7-0 lead with 6:04 to go in the half, and you got the ball down on their 30-yard line. The only problem is you got 3rd and 11. But we have hit a couple 47-yard field goals this year.
Right.
So we are in field goal territory.
Well,
but it would be nice to have 7.
Well, Joey this week, he actually hit a 65-yarder, but
did he really?
But it was, of course, no
had
pressure.
A gale force wind behind him.
There was a good bit of wind, and I witnessed it. I saw it firsthand. So,
wow.
But he's definitely got the leg to. So they may be looking to get the ball in the center of the field and pick up 5.
So this time they change the formation a little bit. Now we got 2 backs back with Miles, 2 receivers split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun. It's a good snap. He's rolling. He wants to throw. No, he wants to run. And
we couldn't have that.
And he threw the flag, didn't he?
Yep.
He tried to get him from the side, but he didn't quite get in front of him, and so that's going to be a very costly penalty.
Yep.
Flag is back on the 42-yard line.
Yep.
Penalty is going to go from the spot of the foul, I believe.
Yep. That's
going to be major. That play was dead from the beginning, though. I mean, I thought he wanted to throw, and then he pulled it down and wanted to run, and he had absolutely nowhere to go.
And that's, you just want him to be decisive, and it looked like he kind of.
Looks like Shambley's debating whether they want to take this penalty or whether they want to just take the play and let them try a field goal from there. Back in the back, and now they're going to take it.
Yeah. That was a no-brainer, I thought. Looks like it's only 15.
So, yeah, it's 15. I thought it was 10. Apparently not. So anyway, penalty takes us all the way back to our own 45-yard line.
I think it may be 10 on Sundays.
No, it isn't. It is 10. He's moving it back now.
Okay.
That's better. That's better. One official had to come in and straighten it out to the other official. Okay, so that's a repeat of 3rd down. And now it's 3rd down and really long. About 31 yards. Miles gives it. No, he keeps it. They are keying on Miles, and they ripped his helmet off and threw him for about a 5-yard loss. Now that ought to be a penalty right there. Their player over there going to our bench.
And looked like the fullback broke free, and he, I know it's 3rd and forever, but now we do have to put it away.
Yeah, so now it's 4th down. Ball is back on our 44-yard line. Chase Martinson is in the punt. He's standing on his 33. It's a good snap. And he comes up, Chamblee man comes up and makes a fair catch at the 21-yard line. That was Quincy Wofford.
Yep. That's not the way we wanted to end that drive, but
they've got 4:45 to go.
They did eat up the clock, though.
And they take over at their own 21. Yeah, that punt didn't even get to the first down yard to gain. That was on about the 19, wasn't it?
Yep.
Put a man in motion, fake the pitch, throw a little screen over here. One man misses, that's the fullback, but then he's dragged down by Nick Carrier, I believe. That was Desmond Reed again. Gets out to the 27, call it. Gain of about 6. Be second and about 3. Long 3.
This is a big drive because Chamblee does get the ball at the beginning of the second half.
That's right. A little flat pass out there.
Yep.
Completed. Brought down by Nick Carrier again. But after a pickup out to the 37, gain of about 10. First and 10. 3:55 and clock running in the first half. Marist leads 7-0. Ball's on about the 38. First and 10, Shambley.
There.
Branch kept that one, and that was spotted right away, and he was dropped for a loss back at the 34. Loss of 3. Second down now and about 14. Fake the pitch. He's being now beautiful play. Who was that? That was Brenson. Brenson came in off of his defensive end position, and Branch had nowhere to go, and Brenson grabbed him by the jersey and just dragged him down all the way back at the 25-yard line. They're going backwards.
Kenneth has unbelievable feet, and as you know, he's a great wrestler, and he gives us a presence out on the edge there.
And he's just a sophomore.
Yep.
He's going to be a good one. He already is a good one, actually.
Yes.
So it's third down, about 25 to go. 23 at the 25. Two receivers split wide to the right. He wants to throw. He's rolling this way. Throws across the middle. It hit him, and Brandon Young hit him and knocked the ball loose, and it popped up. Goes incomplete. Brandon Young put a lick on him.
Now, the coaches were talking before the game that they felt like we had a really good chance to block a punt. And so it'll be interesting to see
if we come after it. Well, we might. We've only dropped one man deep, and that's Griffin King. Punter standing on about the 12-yard line. Oh, it's a high snap.
Yep.
But he got it off. And Griffin King takes it at the 45. He's across the 50 to the 45, and he's tackled at the 45. Nice little 10-yard return, though, when he's back there all by himself.
Well, we got the ball in the 45 with a $147, and we definitely have a chance to put 3 more on the board.
1:47 to go in the half. We're up 7-0, and we take over at the Chamblee 45-yard line. Miles wants to throw. He does throw. A little short. Little short. Intended for Seth Stokes. Didn't quite get there. Second and 10. Clock is stopped at 1:41 to go in the half. Tight end on the left, two receivers split wide right. Miles fakes it, he keeps it, he's around the right side. He's at the 40, he's struggling for the first down to stop the clock, and he doesn't get there. He gets inside the 40 to the 36-yard line, but clock's running.
Going to go no huddle here and try and get this first down.
Going to be 3rd and 1.
The Shambley player has his helmet off.
Third and 1. Put a man in motion. Give it to Griffin King. He's got the first down. He's across the 35 to about the 34, and then he's hit and dropped. But a first down on the play for Marist.
Clock stops to set the chains.
Minute 2, minute 1. Clock's running. Marist doesn't seem to be in a big hurry. Man in motion. Give it to Griffin King again. And he is hit right there. He didn't get anything on that.
Looks like we're calling a timeout here.
So Marist takes a timeout with 41.9 seconds to go in the half.
I just think it would be so big for our psyche if we can just put a field goal up on the board. And
yep.
Feels like we've kind of had our way, but yet we're only up by 7.
Right.
So how many years you been doing this?
Goodness gracious, I don't even know. Not enough. It's fun, Tim. I really enjoy it.
Where's Bob this weekend?
He is at South Bend, Indiana.
I figured that.
Yep.
I was telling the coach. I was telling Paul that I said, "Oh, Fear must be up in South Bend." And
yep, he's up.
I think Notre Dame legitimized themselves last week.
Boy,
definitely.
wasn't that a heck of a game?
Yes.
And the Dogs legitimated themselves a little bit last week too.
Yep. But if Tech can pull it off, all's well. They'll salvage our season.
I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. Anything's possible, but Tech has got to be a huge disappointment this year. But they got a chance tomorrow to win a game.
Yep.
They're playing at Maryland, right?
Correct.
Okay, we got 2nd and 9 here. Ball on, but about call it the 33. Miles gives it to Griffin. He's got a hole. He's got a big hole. He's inside the 15, dragged down at about the 12-yard line, 13-yard line. 1st and 10, clock stopped with 34. They're going to spot it on the 18-yard line.
I believe 13.
And Miles spikes the ball to stop the clock.
13 or 14-yard line.
Excuse me, I apologize. You're absolutely correct. Call it the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. And now it's 2nd and 10 after spiking the ball. .8 seconds.
Well, we can definitely take some shots.
Marist is out of timeouts.
Absolutely. 2nd down.
2nd down.
Now Shambley's calling a timeout. That's going to help us a bit.
And that leaves Chamblee with 1.
I believe the coaches over here are saying that Chamblee only had 10 people on the field, so that's...
Darn.
I know.
Okay, we're going to have about 2 or 3 plays called unless we throw an incomplete pass. We ought to be able to run at least 3. Well, what have we got? We got second down.
2nd down,
so we could run 3 plays if we don't get the first. We got to get inside the 5. We got to get to the 3-yard line or so for a first down. to stop the clock. If we run the ball, it's going to take at least 10 to 15 seconds, I would guess, by the time the run, and then they spot it and line up again.
Right. You always have to clock it. And then if you don't get the first down, kick the field goal.
Right.
Yes, but we definitely want to come out of this with 3.
Yeah, we definitely want to get some points out of this. I totally agree. Marist splits receivers wide to both sides. Halfbacks are in the slot.
Man coverage out here.
That's Gray King takes the pitch. He wants to throw. There's nobody there. And he gets out of bounds.
Yes.
Gets out of bounds. Right at the line of scrimmage. There's a little halfback pass that didn't really work.
No. They had that smelled out.
And Gray actually did a nice job to get out of bounds.
Right.
Only ran 7 seconds off, 23 seconds to go, but now it's 3rd down.
Right. That was a big play because
now we got Tabota coming in. We may try a pass to the big tight end. Let's see, he lines up on the short side of the field. Grant Harrell comes over here, split out to the wide side.
Yep.
Looks like it's one-on-one coverage on Tabota. Let's see if Miles is looking there. He is. He throws it up, but he throws it out of bounds. Greg had never had a shot, and he had the safety coming over to help.
Right.
Still, I'd give Tabota a good shot of going up for it on a pass like that. So now Marist will try a field goal. Fletcher Malloy is going to try it. And it's going to be spotted on the 20, so it'll be a 30-yard field goal. Brandon Young, again, is the holder. Matt Hill is the long snapper. It's a good snap. It's down, kicks up. And he drives it through for a field goal. Fletcher Malloy, 30 yards. With 14 seconds left in the half. So that helps. That's your 3 points, Tim.
Absolutely. Just gives us a good feel going into halftime and making the adjustments that we usually do make. And so it's a good start.
We need to make some adjustments on defense a little bit.
Right.
I mean, our defense has been, as you said before we started, has been playing lights out. And Shambley took a long drive on us. Fortunately, we were able to keep them from scoring, but they moved the ball with some degree of consistency, which I'm sure didn't please the defensive coaches. Coach Hewitt's going to have something to say. Our offense has done pretty well. We've kept the ball and we've made some drives.
Right.
14 seconds. Marist will kick off. Chamblee has people deep. 2 guys deep standing on the 5.
No, that cannot.
It's a free ball. It's a free ball. No,
he
fell on it.
That was.
But it was sitting there for a second. We had a shot.
Number 19.
For them or us?
Favors, who recovered it for Chamblee.
Oh.
But you're right. We did have a shot. We kind of bounced around there.
So with 12 seconds to go, Chamblee takes over at their own 22. And let's see what they wish to do. Line up in a shotgun. Receivers, 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. And he wants to throw. He's got some pressure. He fires it. He's got a man out there who almost catches and makes a nice one-handed catch.
Wow.
Dropped it. So that goes incomplete, but it leaves them 7 seconds. We were playing a mile deep there.
Just keep everything in front of you.
But that ball hung up.
Right. And if it did get tipped, then that's the kind that can be returned for a pick six.
Jordan Branch is a quarterback. This time he's under center. They only have one receiver wide to the right this time. They put a man in motion. They pitch to him. He's trying to turn the corner. He does turn the corner. Makes one man miss and then gets hit and driven out of bounds by a hard tackle over there at the 30-yard line, and that's going to end the half right there. So a very interesting, hard-fought first half there, Tim.
Right,
Marist comes out on top 10-0, but we got another whole half to play. So this is not a comfortable lead.
Right. But hopefully, like you said, the defense can go in there and stabilize a little bit and come out and get us the ball back early. And the offense just needs to keep doing what we're doing.
Yep, I agree with you. We hadn't played badly. We hadn't played exceptionally well.
Right.
But we'll take a 10-0 lead.
Right.
That's your halftime at North DeKalb Stadium. Marist 10, Chamblee 0. And we're going to take a break, and we'll let you, well, I don't know whether we will or not. We're way away. I don't know whether you're going to be able to hear the band or not. Marist band is about ready to come out on the field. We'll leave one mic open and see if you can get it. If not, we'll just cut it off. But we'll be back with halftime statistics a little later and the second half. that out. Phil Etheridge and Coach Tim Perez back here at North DeKalb Stadium for the getting ready for the second half of this Marist versus Shambley ball game. Marist up at half 10-0. We got some stats for you from Jerry Novak. Marist ran the ball 20 times for 91 yards in the first half. Griffin King ran it 8 times for 47 yards, was the leading rusher for Marist. For Shambley, they had 14 rushes for 72 yards. Marist threw the ball 5 times, completed 3 for 49 yards and 1 touchdown. That was the 18-yarder to Patrick Anhut. Shambley threw it 6 times, completed 3 for 34 yards. Both teams had 7 first downs. Marist was not penalized in the first half, which is a good thing. Shambley was penalized 4 times for 17 yards. So Marist had 140 yards of total offense. Shambley had 106 yards of total offense. But where it counts on the scoreboard, Marist is up 10-0. And we just got to hope we can hold that, Tim, and improve upon it.
Right.
I think if our defense can get a little tougher, stop Shambley, get it back over to our offense, I think, can move the ball, and showed in the first half that they can control the ball pretty much. They had that one stubbed their toe and started going backwards there where they ended up having to punt after losing about 30 or 40 yards.
Right. Well, we did have one penalty, so there was that penalty of blocking the back on that.
That's true. That's so exactly right.
I got to get with Jerry on that.
Well, that's true. You don't find him wrong very often, but you're exactly right. We did have that serious blocking the back penalty that was about a 30-yard penalty because it was 10 yards and it was about 15 yards behind the line, so it was about a 25-yarder.
But it worked out. We ended up with the 3 points, and
Right.
And this drive is just real. I think the game is going to be, this upcoming drive is going to say a big part as to how the rest of this game is going to unfold.
Well, I agree. This is going to be a very important first drive for Shambley. We kick off to them. They deferred to start the game, and Marist took the ball, of course. So Marist now will kick off to Shambley, and this first drive will tell something. That's exactly right. It's important for Marist to come out and shut them down. It'd be nice to get a little 3 and out here. So we're about ready to go. Joey Gogol puts his foot in it, and it is across the goal line, so Shambley will bring it out to the 20.
We've had some good kickers the past few years, and looks like our kicking game's in good condition.
Well, Joey Gogol is only a sophomore.
Correct.
Yeah. And we got Fletcher Malloy, who's also a kicker, and Thomas Andrews, who's also a kicker, and all of them have kicked well this year. All right, Shambley, 1st and 10 at their 20. Put a man in motion. Give it to that big. No, he faked it to the fullback. Made a late pitch, but we were on everybody, Tim.
Yep,
we had the fullback stuffed. We got the quarterback in the backfield, and when he made the pitch man, we got him for a loss of 1.
Well,
and that Thomas Harris was the pitch man, number 5.
But he had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go. That was tough defense.
And I actually thought the fullback had it, but we had him snuffed out too. So.
Right, I did too. I thought the fullback had it the first man through. So it's 2nd and 11. This time he does give it to him, and the ball's on the ground.
There you go.
And bounced right back to the quarterback, but we stuffed that fullback.
Yep.
The ball came loose, and they were lucky to get it, but they didn't get anything. Well, they're going to give him they're going to say he picked up. No, they're not. No gain. 3rd and 11.
Just based on those first 2 plays, the defense is much more downhill.
Yep.
And, aggressive. So
come out to play in the second half. That's exactly right.
I'm sure Coach Ewart had a thing to say to him.
Don't you know? Got a 3-man line this time with Stephen Wallen. No, and now Michael Toner comes up in the line. Now he backs off. He wants to throw. He's got some pressure.
Great pressure by.
And the ball was
Tabota.
thrown away. Exactly. Tabota was in his face. And the pass goes incomplete. So let's see if they go after it again. Griffin King drops deep for Marist. Just across the 50-yard line. It's 4th and 11. And this is not their same punter. This is the quarterback who's back in punt formation. It's a high snap, but he wants to get it off, and he does. He barely gets it off.
Wow, nice.
Takes it on the 50. He's at the 40. He's going down the sidelines. He's inside the 20 to about the 17, 18-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. Nice run back. Nice run back.
You can just look at the body language of the 2 teams, and we look very hyped up, and they look very dejected right now.
So Marist takes over inside the 20, call it the 18. 1st and 10. Griffin King, make 1-man miss, spins off of him. Griffin King, touchdown, first play. Nice running by Griffin King, nice call, nice read by Miles. 18-yard touchdown on the first play of the second half for the War Eagles. That's a pretty good start, Tim. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that's awfully. I guess what they said at halftime worked.
Yep.
Whatever they said worked.
And Thomas Andrews will try the point after. Again, Brandon Young is the holder. It's a good snap. It's down. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 10:08 to go in the 3rd quarter, Marist puts another 7 on the board and leads 17-0 over Shambley. And boy, look at the body language from the Shambley players on the field. Walking slowly, head down. That's not the way they wanted to start.
No.
Shambley drops 1 man deep, standing about on the goal line, Quincy Wofford. Joey Gogol again is going to kick off for Marist. Now leading 17-0. And he puts his foot in it, and it's a high kick. It's not going to get into the end zone. It's going to be taken by Wofford right on the 5. He's at the 10. He's hemmed in. He just stopped and waited for people, and they came back and buried him right on the 10-yard line. I don't know that he was looking for a place to go or looking for a place to hide. He
was smothered.
Yeah. But he had the ball and ran up about 5 yards and then just kind of stopped and said, oh, my God, because he was just looking at a mass of people coming down on him. And they're going to start off deep in their own territory at their own 10-yard line this time. And let's see if the defense is still fired up. We got a tight end on the right, a receiver split wide on the left. Man in motion. He wants to throw. He got some pressure. And Gray King is covering over there on the far side. The ball was out of bounds, but Gray batted it about 16 yards more out of bounds.
Once again, someone came up the middle to put pressure on him, and
yeah, put a great deal of pressure on him. He just threw it up there to get rid of it. So 2nd and 10. Ball on the 10. Jordan Branch came to the sideline to get the play again. Receiver split wide to the right again. Man in motion coming to the left. They give it to the, no, it's a pitch. And he is hit and dropped by Brandon Young, and then he's finished off by Kendall Baker. And also Jason Morris. He got maybe 2, maybe 3.
And once again, we had all 3 options covered on that.
Give him to the 13-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and a long 7. This time Branch is in shotgun. One back beside him. He wants to throw. He's got some more pressure. He fires it over there. It's complete. And he's hit and dropped, and he is going to be short of the first down. Grant Harrell on the stop along with Brandon Young. And he's going to be a yard short. He's going to get there, spotted it at the 19.
It'll be interesting. Surely they wouldn't. Yeah.
I can't imagine that they wouldn't punt. Back
like
inside their 20-yard line.
Right.
But again, 16, Branch is your quarterback, and he punted the last time. And he's a dangerous runner as well as a passer. And now that he's lined up, they may try a hard count here to see if we'll jump. Nope. He is short. He is short. Nice stop. Nice stop. We take over inside the 20-yard line. That was not a well-developed play. We had the quarterback. He just barely got the pitch off. And he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Marist takes over at about the 18-yard line.
Well, you get the sense that desperation is set in when you're going for it.
Boy, I'll say.
On 4th and 1 inside your own 20.
Yeah, that's not. Desperation is the word. Marist takes over at the Chamblee 18-yard line, up 17-0. 8:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. You want to throw it, and it's batted down by number 17. He's a big boy. Bellamy. He's 6'5", 225, and he jumped up. He must be a basketball player because he blocked that one big time.
It's almost, they left that slot receiver uncovered, and they were almost baiting us to throw it to him, so they knew it was coming. But like you said, he's a tall drink of water out there.
Patrick Anhunt split wide to the right. 2nd and 10. This time we give it to Ian Gibson up the middle. And he gets a couple. They're only going to give him 1 to the 17.
That's what I was talking about earlier, that gosh, that incomplete pass just puts you behind the chains. And
yep.
And
so now it's 3rd and 9. Marcus Miller goes in motion. Miles takes it, he cuts up, he hits inside the 15, but he's still going to be a good 5 yards or so short of the first. Going to put it on the 13, pick up a 4. And we're going to send in the field goal unit. This time Thomas Andrews is going to try the field goal. It'll be another 30-yarder, going to spot it on the 20. Again, Matt Hill, long snapper, Brandon Young, the holder. Thomas Andrews attempting this one from 30 yards. It's a good snap, good hold, and it's blocked.
Yeah, it's their ball.
They never had possession of it, I don't believe. They almost did, but I don't think they did, so therefore the ball's going to go over. If they had had possession of it and fumbled it, we could have recovered it and it would be our ball.
Correct.
But they didn't, and therefore they take over, but they take over on their own 9-yard line. So we didn't get any points out of that, but we didn't give them any field position, that's for sure. .6:45 to go in the third quarter, and Chamblee takes over at their 9. That's a yard worse than they started off the last time. Let's see if our defense can hold them back here again. Shotgun. Branch wants to throw. He does. He fires it out there. It's complete, but we hit him right away, and he drags a couple people forward and gets out to, call it the 17. So a pickup of about 8 or 9 on that. Second and 2. Shotgun again. Receivers wide to both sides. He wants to throw again. This time he fires it a little flat pass over here. One man spins him around, misses a tackle, and finally he's thrown down by Gray King for maybe a loss of 1.
Just fun to watch this defense run. I mean, this is the fastest defense I think that we've had in a long time.
Right.
Here.
Third and still about a yard, little better. Third down. That's a backward pass to number 12, but he gets it and he dives forward. And they're going to put it on the 20. That's going to give him the first down.
You're a fingernail away from knocking.
Quincy Waldrop caught it. Made one man miss, dove forward, and got the first. So first down on the 20-yard line.
Things are definitely not as easy as they were in the first half for this Chamblee offense.
Shotgun again. Receiver split wide to both sides. He wants to throw again. He's got a little pressure. He fires it out. A little over his head, and he paid the price. Nick Carrier covering on the play and let him know he was there. That was Timothy Favors, who was the intended receiver. So second and 10. Clock stopped with 4:49 in the third quarter. Marist up 17-0. Branch has got to be in shape. He comes to the sideline every time and runs back to the huddle. Quick little pass out here. Let him turn the corner. One man missed a tackle. Another man missed a tackle. Finally, Grant Harrell comes and stops him, but he gets all the way out to the 46, 47-yard line. We had him in the backfield there, Tim. We should have had him.
Right.
A couple people missed him back there. First and 10 at their own 47 after that 27-yard gain. Fakes a pass. Now he's trying to run. Now he got him. He came in, got him from behind. Brinson missed him the first time, came back and got him the second time, and he loses, call it 1, back to the 46.
He just determined.
Second and 11.
It almost appears that Chamblee has become so one-dimensional that we're pinning our ears back and coming after it.
Yep. Completed that. That's their big receiver. And he is tripped up by Grant Harrell, but not until he gets inside the 30-yard line to about the 28-yard line. That was a nice pass, nice reception. Chamblee's moving.
And this time they're doing it through the air as opposed to first half.
First and 10 at the Marist 28. Marist up 17-0. 3:15 to go in the third quarter. Receiver split wide to both sides. Ranch wants to throw again. He does. He fires it out here. It's complete to his big receiver. Good stiff arm. And then he's hit. Knocked out of bounds, but inside the 25 to about the 23. Call it the 22-yard line. Pickup of 6. Second and 4. Knocked out of bounds. Clock stopped with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. He wants to throw again. He does. It's tipped and it's intercepted.
Wow.
Toner, I believe. Toner.
Stepped right in front of it.
Stepped right in front of him. The ball was tipped, it looked like, and then Toner stepped right in front of the receiver and made the interception at the 18-yard line.
Looks like we came with pressure off the edge, and
so Marist takes over on their own 18-yard line. 2:56 to go in the third quarter. Marist 17-0 in the lead. Man in motion. Pitch to him. That's Gray King trying to turn the corner. He does. He's at the 30. Ducks under one man to the 35 and gets hit out of bounds. Looked like that could have been a late hit, but he was anyway. He got up to the 37-yard line. First and 10 Marist. Nick Carrier in to give Gray King a little break. And a pitch to Marcus Miller trying to turn the corner. He does. He makes one man miss and dives forward, gets 2 or 3. Gets to the 38. Only got him 1. Second down, about 8. Give him 2 on the play. Late flag coming in.
I think they offsides Chamblee.
I believe Shambley jumped into the neutral zone. So we'll take 5 yards. Move it to the 46. Excuse me, to the 44. Still second down. Now only about 2 or 3. Looking at a 5-man line. Tight end is on the right. Miles fakes it. There's a pitch. They were looking for the pitch, and they nailed the pitch man. That was Gray King again. And he loses back to the 42. Loss of 2. They're playing the pitch. They're watching that big time. So that's going to be 3rd down, and now about 5. Big 3rd down play here. Put a man in motion, fake the pitch to him. He's rolling, he wants to throw it, he does, it's completed, and it's a 1st down. Ian Gibson on the reception out there made a nice catch and then made a nice run, got across the 50. Where are they going to spot him down? On the Chamblee 46-yard line. Big 1st down for Marist.
A little counter action and slip the fullback out in the flat there. And
right, and hit him just barely. Somebody tried to cut under him and get the ball. Just missed it. Ian was not distracted by it. Caught the ball and turned it up and got the 1st down. 1st and 10 Marist at the Chamblee 46. Miles wants to throw. He does. And it's a little short. It's a little short, and Marcus Miller can't make the catch. If that had been a little bit harder, a little longer, Marcus had a little room. 2nd and 10. Clock stopped with 1:02 to go in the 3rd quarter. Marist up 17-0. This time we split 2 men out wide. And he throws it short again. He had a man breaking absolutely clean. That was Nick Carrier. And Miles just didn't get the ball to him. That was a touchdown there, Tim,
yep.
I think.
Yep.
Come on, Miles. And we're going to take a timeout. So we need to get our offense going a little bit, get them jacked up a little bit again, Tim.
Right.
Hanging their head a little on the missed passes. That's Marist's first time out in the 2nd half. Marist has a big 3rd down play here. 3rd and 10 at the Chamblee 46. Had 2 open men that they just missed, didn't get the ball to them. So we need to get this one. Pick up the 1st down, keep moving, put some more points on the board. Marist comes out and splits 2 men wide to the left. Tight end on the right, 2 backs behind Miles. He fakes it to him. He wants to throw. He does throw. He's got a man out here all by himself. That's Gray King, who catches it at the 20, spins off a man. He's at the 10, and he's dragged down inside the 10-yard line. That was a nice pass and a nice catch and a nice run.
Exactly. Miles seems much more comfortable throwing the deeper ball.
Yes, he does. And they're going to spot it where? On the
8-yard line?
Call it the 8. 1st and goal, Marist at the 8.
But Gray, like you said, is wide open.
And he catches it with his hands and then turns it up.
Right.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line for Marist. Patrick Anhunt split wide to the right. And Seth Stokes to the left. There's a pitch to Marcus Miller. Wants to turn the corner. He does. He cuts it in, and he is hit just short of the goal line, about the 2. And that may be the last play of the third quarter. Let's see.
Yep. He did a nice job of turning it up.
Yes, he did.
He's a tough kid.
And that's going to end the third quarter with your score: Marist 17, Chamblee nothing, and Marist has second and goal at about the 2.5. And again, Marist players run off to the other side, and Chamblee comes walking back slowly to this side.
All right.
So Marist has second and goal at the 2, leading by 17 as we start the fourth quarter.
You just get the feeling if we punch this thing in here, Chamblee doesn't have the. They just don't appear as though they're ready to come back from 24 points down.
I agree. No, their body language sure doesn't indicate it. Second and goal, Marist at the 2 as we start the fourth quarter. Double tight ends for Marist.
There's Wally.
Give it to Wallace up the gut. And he takes it, and nobody even got in his way. It didn't look like anybody even tried, to be honest with you. He just kind of walked in.
Yeah.
Wally. Is that what they're screaming?
I know I wouldn't want to be in front of him come barreling down at me.
In case y'all are not sure who we're talking about Stephen Wallace, number 66, who is only 6'1" and 260 pounds, and he's an offensive and defensive lineman. And he just got that touchdown. Kind of like the refrigerator.
The fridge. That's just what I was going to say.
So Marist will try the extra point. And it's up and good. Thomas Andrews puts it through. So with 11:56 to go, Marist now up 24-0 over the undefeated Chamblee Bulldogs. Well, I'm glad we got some points out of that one.
Right.
That was a 9-play drive, culminated by the big Marist fridge. Stephen Wallace going in from 2 yards out. And that covered 98 yards, Tim. We started that on our own 18-yard line. Joey Gogol prepared to kick off. And he does. It's a high, shorter kick. Come down, taking on about the 17. Running across the field and breaks loose from the pile. And thank heaven, Bobby Perez hanging on to his ankle and drags him down. It looked like he was going to step out of that and do some damage. But we should have known the Perez family would be well represented Now, Bobby is related to you, is he not, Tim?
Yep.
Would you like to explain that relationship?
No, he's just he's a different bird.
So Shambley takes over 1st and 10 at their 30-yard line. This time he's under center. And he keeps it. He's cutting it. He makes a man miss, trying to cut across the field. He's hit and finally dropped, but he got about 8 or 9 yards. Brandon Young on the bottom of that pile. And Chamblee has a man down. Back at the 30.
What a perfect night tonight.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful, isn't it?
It was got a little cool there during the week, and
yeah, a little chilly this morning.
Yep.
But then it warmed up, and it did. It turned out to be a beautiful day, and it is a beautiful evening tonight. No wind at all. Comfortable temperatures. And a comfortable score. Marist up 24-0.
And I always tell the kids, this is why you play football, for nights like this. And, you know, it's hard. It's a hard sell in August.
Yeah, I bet that's the truth.
Once you can get through August and even September for that matter, it's just there's no better feeling.
Can't see who the player is. Who is their big fullback? It's Desmond Reed, number 34. But he's up and walking off. So he's walking off under his own power, so that's a good sign.
Looks like he's holding his shoulder. But the fullback in an option offense, God, it's a tough.
Yeah, you take a beating. Well, if you're doing it right, you get hit every play.
Right, exactly. And it's.
Okay, we got a 2nd and about 2.5 at their own 38. Now he drops back into shotgun again. Receiver's wide to his right. He wants to throw. He's rolling in that direction. He does throw right down the middle. And it's completed right in the middle of about 3 people. Brandon Young, Grant Harrell, and Jason Morris all right there and on the stop, but it's a completed pass for a 1st down across the 50 to the Marist 49.
Well, he offers a big target. That was number 82 for Chamblee.
Yeah. Desmond Nord, who's a tight end, 6'3", 212.
Gosh.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Got good hands. He's the one that caught 3 touchdown passes last week, I think, against Lithonia. Shotgun again. 1st and 10 at the Marist 49. He wants to throw. He's throwing deep.
Ooh.
And he had a man down there, but he overthrew him. He was pretty well covered by Grant Harrell, but he came around him and got a little step on him, and that was Quincy Wofford. So 2nd and 10. Clock stopped. 10:37 in the game. Marist up 24-0. We're going to a 3-man line now. Taboda, Wallace, and Brinson. Shotgun again. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He wants to throw. He's throwing over to the right to the single receiver. His receiver fell down. That was 82 again. And he was covered over there.
Brian Ebinger.
By Brian Ebinger, right.
He broke nicely on the ball.
So 3rd and 10. Three-man rush line again.
Chamblee's
And
calling a
Chamblee's,
timeout.
yep, Chamblee had a little confusion with the formation there, and they were about to run out of time, so they take a timeout. So that's their first timeout also. So each side has, both Marist and Chamblee have 2 timeouts left. But more importantly, Chamblee has a 3rd and 10 at the Marist 49-yard line, and they trail 24-0. Marist again with the 3-man defensive line. 3 linebackers and 5 defensive backs. And they put 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He wants to throw. He's got some pressure. He's got a lot of pressure. They all miss him. He runs right by him. Now he's running the ball. Another man misses. Another man misses, and then they come up and drop him short of the first down, across the 45 to maybe the 44.
Looked like Houdini back there.
Boy, he really did.
It looked like we had him corralled, but
3 guys were just all over him, and he managed to just slip through them and picks up about 5 yards to the 44. But they've got 4th and a long 4, but they got nothing to lose now.
Right. I'm still there thinking 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions, and
there you go.
Then they go to overtime.
4th down. Big play here for Marist. Man in motion. He's rolling. He's got pressure. He throws it back. Little bubble screen. He's got the first down. And he's going down the sideline, knocked out of bounds, but he got the first down inside the 35 to the 31-yard line.
Looked like a little inside screen.
Right.
Nice play.
Crucial time, good play call, and well executed.
Exactly. Sometimes you just tip your hat to the other guy.
That's right. Give him credit. And he was knocked out of bounds, so the clock stops with 9:28 to go in the ball game. Now they got a first down at the 31. Pickup of 13 yards on that. They needed 5. Now we put in another defensive lineman this time. Kendall Baker comes in. 2 men split wide to the left. He's under center, though, Branch is. He throws a little flat pass again. Brandon Young hits him right away and drops him. He maybe fell forward and gained a yard. They're going to put it just across the 30-yard line, call it the 30. 2nd down and 9. Receiver split wide to the right this time. Man in motion coming to the left. They give it to, no, a little pitch. And he makes a man miss. Gets upfield, and Kendall Baker drops him along with some help from Brandon Young. But he gets across the 25 to the 24. Bring up a 3rd down. We've got to get to the 20, so it's about a short 4 yards to go for the first. Wide receiver to the right again. Man in motion going to his right. Gives it to his fullback, and he's tripped up, but he falls forward to get the first down. Was that Reed again? Yes, it was. He's the one that was hurt before and came back in and
Right.
got the call and got inside the 20, call it the 19. First down. First and 10, Chamblee in the red zone, 19-yard line, just inside the 20. Quarterback fakes it, keeps it, makes a man miss, gets on the 15. Stopped by Brandon Young. Brinson also on that stop. Got to the 15, give him 4.
They seem to be getting back into a little rhythm like they did when they started the game.
Yep. 7:15 to go in the ball game. Second down, about 6. The pitch intercepted. Pitch intercepted. Beautiful play. Who was that? Is that Brandon? No.
Michael Toner.
Michael Toner. He had the interception. He had another one. Only this one was a pitch. Quarterback was hit by somebody, and I missed who that was. And while he was being hit, he tried to pitch the ball, and Toner was just right there covering the pitch man and picked it off.
I think the story of the night with Shambley is just finishing drives, and we've had 3 nice drives, but have nothing to show for it.
So Marist takes over at their own 25-yard line. 6:47 to go. Up 24-0. There's a pitch to Griffin King. Jumps over one man and then is hit and dropped. They're going to give him forward progress to where? About the 23?
Loss of 2 or 3.
Yeah, loss of about 2. Second and 12 now. Again, they've been playing the pitch in this second half. Big time. You got Griffin King back in at fullback.
Well, they have 10 people within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage.
And we give it to Griffin King, who goes straight ahead and gets across the 25, maybe to the 26. So that brings up 3rd and long. You got to get out to the 35 for the first. Man in motion. Miles rolls out. He wants to throw. He does throw. He's got a man out here, and it's overthrown slightly. Evan Weir. So it's going to be 4th down. Marist is going to have to kick. I think this is the second punt, I believe. Maybe the 3rd, something like that. I remember Chase kicking once. I'm not sure I remember him the second time, although memory is not what it used to be. Chase Martinson standing back on about his 12-yard line. Shambley has 1 man deep. It's a good snap. Chase gets his foot in it. Didn't get a spiral on it, but it's a fairly decent kick. But it takes a Shambley bounce and it's down by Marist on the 45-yard line of Shambley. So not a great punt, but it's okay. So Shambley with 5:11 to go in the ball game, trailing 24-0, takes over on their own 45-yard line. And they come out in a shotgun again with receivers split wide to both sides. He drops straight back. He fires it.
Oh.
Nice coverage there by Devin Khalil. Got there right when the ball did, and the ball was a little high, and it goes incomplete. Marist again is back in his 3-man line with the 5 defensive backs.
Whoa.
Greg Taboto came crashing in and hit both the quarterback and the fullback and dropped them both. That's a defensive play.
Wow.
That's worth a bone or a star or whatever you're supposed to get on your helmet.
Well,
I know we don't give those, but that was a heck of a play. And that's a loss of 3 yards. So that makes it 3rd and about 13. He wants to throw. He's got a little pressure. He steps up. He wants to run. And he's pushed out of bounds as he crosses the 50-yard line by Ian Gibson. We had some substitutions in there that time. He was short of the first down. He's going to bring up about 3rd and about 3. Or excuse me, 4th and about 3. Ball's just across the 50 to the Marist 49-yard line. 4th down. They got to get to the 45. He put in 4 defensive line shotgun. He wants to throw. He does. He throws it, and he throws it too high. We had Eppinger breaking on the play. It was intended for their big receiver, number 82, but it was just too high even for him. Desmond Nord, who's the 6'3" guy, but it was too high and through his hands. So Marist takes over with 4:08 to go in the ball game at their own 49-yard line. And we bring Chase Martinson in at quarterback. And we got Julian Clark at fullback. And we give it to Julian, and he goes straight ahead across the 50 to the Marist 49. Give him a couple. John Trapp was in the game for Marist. Ricky Nelson, fondly known by some old guys as Garden Party, comes in split out wide to the left. Chase is under center. He gives it to Julian Clark again, who goes forward again and gets about 5.
Julian's come a long way.
Yes, he has.
He looks very solid out there.
He gets down to the 46, pickup of about 3. Let's bring up 3rd and about 5. A short 5. Clock's running with a little less than 3 minutes. Chase keeps it and turns the corner. He's breaking a tackle. He's all the way inside the 25-yard line before he's dragged down. Nice run by Chase. They hit on that fullback again, Tim.
They did.
He read that nicely, pulled it back, and took it around the left side. Nice run by Chase. All the way down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 War Eagles.
And like you said, that fullback gets tattooed whether he's got it or not when he's doing it right.
1st and 10 Marist at the 25. This time he gives it to Julian, who hits in there, but they were waiting for that. And he got 2 to the 23. Clock's running. 2:10 to go in the ball game. Chase keeps it, makes a pitch. Marcus Miller tries to turn the corner, does turn the corner, gets inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line before he's dropped.
Close to a first down.
It's going to be close. It's going to be about a yard short, I think.
Yep.
Third and 1 at the 16-yard line. Minute and a half to go. Robert Yates comes in with the play from the side and then splits out wide left. Man in motion. Chase makes the pitch to Marcus Miller, trying to turn the corner and slips and falls at the 20. Tried to make a cut on Desmond Reed, and he was just right there with him and dropped him. Less than a minute to go. What do we do here, Tim?
I don't know.
You don't want to run up the score.
Yeah, if you kick it. You know. So I think they're just going to try and go for it.
I think they are too. Ball's back on the 20-yard line. There won't be much time left if they don't get it. It's fourth now and about 5, maybe 6. Chase keeps it. He cuts it up. He's got the first down. He may get a score. He's inside the 10 and is dropped at about the 8, 7. And they don't have to run another play. I think Chase would have scored if he could.
I think, well, he came darn close. One more minute, and I think we would have.
They're going to spot that on the 7-yard line, and that's going to do it. And your final score from North DeKalb Stadium: Marist 24, Shambley 0. Marist is the Division A 6 Quad A champion and goes to the playoffs, Tim. Big win for the War Eagles. And we are getting out of here. We're away next week. Carver beat Grady. So apparently we have to play at Carver. Where will we play? Do we know where we're going to play?
At Grady's.
Panthersville or Grady?
Grady's. Usually they play at Grady's. Last year we played them out at Grady.
Okay.
So
we may be at Grady Stadium next week, but we will not be at home since Carver won.
Hey, Carver beat Grady, so what does that mean?
we play Carver for first and second place.
We beat home? Oh, so we're home.
Well, we don't know whether we play at home or not. We got different opinions up here. But check with the Marist website. It doesn't really matter where we play as far as you listeners are concerned, because we will be bringing it to you wherever we are. And hopefully we'll be in the friendly confines. But from North DeKalb Stadium, 2 region undefeated teams, Marist prevails 24-0 and are the Division A of 6 Quad A champions. So good ball game. Hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed having you with us. This is Phil Etheridge, and for our guest color man, Tim Perez, who did an excellent job, and we thank him for doing it.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed being here, and it's been
It was
a pleasure.
fun, wasn't it?
It's been all my pleasure.
And
Yes.
I gotta mention, you know, I don't think she said anything, but the better half of the Perez family, Josette, spotted for me one time a couple years ago when I couldn't do it, and she was excellent. And I must say she was a better spotter than you were, but you were a better commentator because you didn't say anything.
Okay.
But we had a good time, and a big victory for Marist over a tough Chamblee Bulldog team. Final score 24-0. See you next week, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoyed it. Good night, everybody.